Unbroken is the story of Louis Zamperini, an Olympic runner and then a POW during World War I. But really the story is about resiliency and strength of the human spirit and what you can endure.
Hello there. My book choice was called The Light Between Oceans. It was a novel by M.L. Stedman. After 4 harrowing years on the Western Front, Tom Sherburne returns to Australia and takes a job as a lighthouse keeper.
Some infinities are bigger than other infinities. I cannot tell you how thankful I am for our little infinity. I wouldn't trade it for the world. You gave me a forever within the numbered days. And I'm grateful.
Tracy Roach is standing in for Wendy. Khalid Hassan's Echoes of the Mountain, Afghanistan, Kabul, war, loss, pain, death, generations. Sound familiar?
On Janus Rock, nearly half a day's journey from the coast, to this isolated island where the supply boat comes only once a season. Tom brings a young, bold, and loving wife, Isabel.
What's this book about, you say?
Oh, it's about a guy getting beheaded. His ring gets stolen. There's a girl that gets dumped in a river after she burns to death.
Oh, that sounds like a terrible book.
My book was called A Place at the Table, and it was about 3 very different people whose lives came together at a cafe in New York City. Come on, Clarence, we're going to Mass.
Years later, after 2 miscarriages and 1 stillbirth, the grieving Isabel hears a baby's cry on the wind. A boat has washed up on the...
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when we live in our dream. Everything is better when we stick together.
Me Before You is a love story. It is a story about Will Traynor and Louisa. After Will Traynor, a very athletic, dynamic young man, becomes paralyzed, he selfishly gives of himself to better his love, Louisa.
There's no explanation needed for Where'd You Go, Bernadette. As you can see, everybody is reading it wherever you go, from Grand Central Station to bars. You can even see them reading it in hotels. Even baby Jesus is reading Where'd You Go, Bernadette. It has to be best book.
The shore, carrying a dead man and a living baby. It was a great book.
Defending Jacob. What would you do if your 14-year-old son was accused of murdering his classmate? Could you defend him? Would you have doubts?
Say my name. Someone knows my name, and that name is Aminata Diallo. Kidnapped from Africa as a child, she's enslaved in South Carolina, but escapes during the Revolutionary War to Manhattan, where she becomes a scribe for the British, recording the names of the slaves who served the British and earned their freedom to Nova Scotia. But the trials and prejudices of the day soon leave her to follow her heart back to Africa and then on to London, where she bears witness to the immorality of slavery. Someone Knows My Name is a book that no reader, no listener, no book club member will ever forget.